I think most can agree that bodybuilding is an impressive sport. So impressive that Arnold Schwarzenegger made himself a household name through his incredible physique that would take him from the stage to the big screen. Through exercise and diet, people are changing their physiology to look like superheroes. Names like Chris Bumstead or Sam Sulek are becoming icons to young men on social media who want to follow the same path. Earlier this year, I got the opportunity to spend time with one of these men, a first-time PGA champ and an up-and-coming bodybuilder who really might have an impressive career ahead of him. 18-year-old Joey Butterworth's passion and commitment to bodybuilding has already earned him one medal, but will the obsession end there? I don't think so, but I'll let you decide. So I'm joined by 1-0 bodybuilding champion.
1-0, yes sir, junior bodybuilding champion. Were PCA First Timers.
How old were you when you competed?
I was 16.
That's mental.
Yeah man, it's an early passion. Not stopping now, they got one more next year. We just keep them going.
So what are your goals then?
Mate, my goals are the top, mate. I want to be classic physique Mr Olympia one day. So in 5 years, I want a pro card and just like competing just from there, mate. Like, I love the lifestyle. I'm already training, eating, sleeping in that certain box that like these professional athletes have. And I love it. And I can do it for the rest of my life, honestly. So I just can't wait to get to that position where I can do it as my actual career.
So, five years, Mr Olympia. You've got the shit locked in. How are you going to go from where you are now, 18-year-old Joey Butterworth, to Mr Olympia? What do you think What do you think the now is? The next step?
Mate, as boring as it seems, like the next step is just doing what I'm doing right now. Like it's the training, it's the eating. Like the most difficult thing will just be staying consistent as I am now. Like obviously I've got much more to learn. Like I'm 18. There are so many people that have been doing this for their entire lives. So obviously I want to get as much knowledge as I possibly can, but it's just staying consistent, like doing the cardio, eating the meals, not cheating on your diet, getting the sessions in, like pushing that hard. Like obviously we just had that session that was that digging deep when you really don't want to and when you're unmotivated. But it's just the consistency that will get you there. Just got to not be bored with it and just enjoy the process.
What are your because we all have days where we're on the way, we've got to go to the gym. We're like, fuck this, I don't want to go. What do you say to yourself then?
Dude,
that gets you out the door?
It's the same drive I guess I've kind of always had. Like I've always wanted to be, I want more. I want more than I have right now. Like not in a gluttonous sense, but I know that if I train and if I work, I can get more out of myself than I have right now. And I'm not content with where I am right now. Like I'm very ambitious. So it's those days where I don't want to do the cardio or I don't want to force feed myself these meals. I just think, what do you want? Like what do you actually want? And if it's like my case, I want to go where I want to go. I want to be a pro bodybuilder. That's what I want. And it doesn't matter about the meals. It doesn't matter about the shit I don't want to do. That's the ultimate goal. So it's that delayed gratification for that ultimate achievement at the end, which you have to keep your mind locked in on that goal to get to that place, because otherwise you'll be distracted and you'll be lazy and you won't do what you need to do.
Your vision is awesome. What I want to know, and I want people watching to know, is then what got you to now? Like when did you decide this is what I want?
Or bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Mate, I always thought the idea of like a jacked physique was insane. Like I love the aesthetic. Like if you know Ziz,
yes,
you know Chris Bumstead. Like these obviously very different physiques, but both of them had an elite shredded physique. And there's something almost beautiful about the work it takes to sculpt a physique like that, and how hard it is. And as a young kid, like I got into this kind of like when I was like 14 years old. That was kind of when I started training to get bigger. But I always had that vision of one day carrying an elite physique. And that's kind of what got me in the bodybuilding route, because it is that elite level like behavior and elite level look that I want to go for. And that's kind of what I've always aspired to have.
Who was your biggest inspiration?
Biggest inspiration? It's probably C-Bum, mate. Chris Bumstead. I mean, you can't do it better the way he's done it. Like winning 6 consecutive classic physique Mr Olympias, and then leaving to have a fruitful life with his kid and with his family. But he obviously he got into it young as well. Like Chris Bumstead started meal planning when he was 15 years old. That's kind of similar to my story as well. Like I got into it very young as well. So we kind of had the same. I guess we have the same like mental like struggles, especially like when it comes to temptations. Like when you're younger, obviously, it's a lot different when you're. Well, I don't know if it's different like when you're older, but everyone's trying to get you out to go to the pub or to go clubbing, and like realistically, the only thing you need to do is just stay locked inside. Well, not you don't have to stay locked inside, but those late nights and that drinking and that like all that partying it's going to take away from your ultimate goal. So
you
it's
have
just
to
like
draw lines.
you have to draw some line somewhere. I kind of see a lot of crossover with C-Bum, and he's the GOAT.
Chris Bumstead won 6 Olympias.
6, yeah.
He's now decided to give it up to be with his family.
Yeah.
What would you say to all of those people that say you quit too early?
Oh, mate, he did it perfectly. Chris Bumstead is the classic physique standard. He is the standard. He's done what he needs to do. He obviously, like being 6-time Mr Olympia, but he always had these rivals, where it was Ramon or it was Mike Summerfield, people that pushed him, but he stayed on, and he was undefeated, like a true like champion. So Chris did what he needed to do. There was nothing else to do. Like I think it would be more like his ego that would make him come back. Like when he's already won, there's no point in like battling anymore for that.
Do you think he will come back?
I reckon there's something about I mean, I don't know the guy, but for who he is, that elite, like obsessed person to get where he is, and there's always got to be something there. I don't reckon he's truly done yet, especially because he's in his. I don't know how old he is. He's in his early 30s. I'm pretty sure. Like Ronnie Coleman didn't reach his peak until he was 40. I think he was about 40 years old. Yeah. So I mean, he's still in that age where. But it must be like a huge mental battle for him just to not go back. But obviously, there's the health side of it. There's wanting to be with his family.
But also your priorities change.
Your
like you
priorities
say,
change,
right
yeah.
now, your number one goal is to be Mr Olympia. His number one goal, I'm assuming, is his children and raising his child.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe he'll, they'll get a bit older and he'll think.
Yeah. Maybe he comes back.
So you said about. Yeah, I think we've already said about things that you've got to close your mind down to, stay on track. What would you say the hardest part is about this whole journey?
Mate, the hardest part is it's got to be the social aspect of it. I'm not an unsocial person. Like I like speaking to people, but when you've got it does take away from relationships a little bit. Like when your best mates are asking you to go to the casino or go clubbing, and you have to say no because I don't want to stay up till 3 a.m. Like if I've got training the next day, if I'm training, I don't want to be off for that. Like and nothing, I don't want to get anything in the way of that. And saying it always comes across as maybe like a personal thing. Like I don't want to hang out with you, but it's never that. It's never like I love my friends, but sometimes there are some commitments that I can't waver for. Like there's the late nights and the eating and the alcohol. It's just not my lifestyle. But obviously people take that personally. But that's probably the hardest, is to say no. And
Have people taken it personally?
Yeah. Like, I mean, people get angry, but there's always. But at the end of the day, I've always been the same. So it's a part of my behaviour now to be.
People can't get with the program.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Then that just makes the decision easier for you.
Yeah. I mean, it does suck. Like when, especially like with bodybuilding, there's the dieting phase, which is the toughest. Like when you're depleting yourself and when you're getting leaner, and when you're really suffering, and you can't. There is no exception. Like as when you're going into that realm of suffering, when you're really starving, nothing can get in your way. Like everything has to be perfect to recover, to get leaner. Like when you got a show in mind, and it's really hard to say no to these people, but you eventually you'll stop getting invites to social events, you'll stop getting invites to going out for meals, but it's at the end of the day it's a small sacrifice for like the end of the later goal, which is just to be the best that I can possibly be. But
we were training back today.
Sir.
Paul. What is your split at the moment?
My split. So I train 6 days a week. So I train on Monday, I train pull. So it's back, biceps and rear delts. Tuesday I train push, chest, triceps, shoulders. Wednesday, quad focus leg day. Thursday, got to have that rest after legs. Like I'm cooked, my body is needing that rest day. Then after that, pretty much the same again. Friday will be push. Saturday will be, oh God man. Friday will be, we just did pull. Friday will be pull. Saturday will be push. And then Sunday, hamstring focus leg day.
You find that's less physically fatiguing then? So you can go straight from a hamstring focused leg to pull the next day.
Yeah, I think, I have, especially for me, I think it's very beneficial to split up your leg days like that. Like if you were to train legs once a week, most people train legs once a week and it's a quad leg day. It's leg extensions, leg press, leg press, and then some leg curls. But that's an accessory of hamstrings. Like when hamstrings make up half of your leg, went from that side chest, you need a hanging hamstring just to complete that look. So you need to train your hamstrings as obsessed as you would if you were to train your quads. So like splitting that up just helps make sure that you're getting the most out of your physique.
You talk about it like it's an art form.
Yeah.
You say this is your art.
This is, I think, I'd say this is, well, I mean, in some ways I think it is an art, because you are, not like you're painting, but you are creating something out of yourself and out of a lot of sacrifice and a lot of pain. You're sculpting a physique, which is only a result of what you put in. Like if you're missing meals, if you're skipping days, you're not going to look the same as you would if you aren't. So it's one of those things where you get out what you put in, and you are sculpting that physique when you're cutting off the fat, and you're really nailing in all of these specific muscle groups, like trying to bring out the rear delts, the hamstrings, the calves, all of those small aspects people look over, but ultimately bring about the aesthetic, complete, well-balanced physique.
So on this channel, on this account, I want to learn as much as possible.
Yeah.
And also inform beginners who are getting into the gym.
Yeah.
What is your number one piece of advice for anyone who's just starting in the gym or exercising in general?
So the biggest piece of advice, and the biggest thing that I could try and just get someone to do, especially if they want to get into fitness or want to get into anything across the board, is just to start doing it. Just to don't dip your toes in, just do it. Because so many times you'll put something off and you'll be like, right, I'll start Monday, or I'll start the new year, or you'll put it off and you'll procrastinate. But the biggest thing is just to not jump in the deep end, but just to get started. Because as soon as you get that ball rolling, then you start making momentum, you start enjoying the process, and then you surround yourself with a community of people. Like for example, if it's going to the gym, it's a huge social community I think a lot of people are actually missing out on, especially like when they are when they think they're going to be judged.
Hello.
But that's honestly, like, the biggest thing is just to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
That's
Thank
amazing,
you.
yeah.
Thank you so much for your time,
That's
Joey,
right,
mate.
it's been lovely. It's an absolute pleasure. It's been a pleasure training with you as well.